The opportunity to host you and to help you along your path in your career is one of the highest priorities of our university. No university today, anywhere, can call itself great without having a large international community.
I think internationalization as a process, is really about integrating international and intercultural perspectives, into research, teaching, and service. And so I think having international students at the University of South Carolina is an opportunity to really expose our students to cultures, to languages, to people that they might not have access to otherwise.
We need to understand people from all over the world of different cultures. We understand different expectations, different cultures, different patterns of behavior, different ways of communicating, different sets of values, and these are all deeply enlightening, particularly in the classroom.
We are such a global society now that you can't limit it to your immediate geographics. You have to take a world perspective of everything that you are involved with, no matter what your academic pursuits are.
I've had Spanish students from Spanish-speaking countries in my French classes as well, and I love just the perspective and culture that they can bring into the classroom and just add to what we're learning.
I don't know, it just enriches it. Like, if you have all of your faculty and staff in the state of South Carolina, what are your students going to learn? They're just going to learn the same thing from every single professor. There's not going to be any cognitive dissonance.
Overall, I found that all the Americans, they really want to know different cultures. It's not like they don't want to know. You just need to talk to them, approach them in that manner, and clear the misconceptions.
It doesn't matter so much where you go or what you do. The important thing is that you broaden your experience. And by sending these students to Munich, as we have done, we've given them the opportunity to show to themselves that they can function very effectively in a different environment, and that's what we're preparing them for.
You can't learn this in the classroom. You have to come out here and just get lost and immerse yourself in this whole culture and figure out everything on your own.
I didn't even know where Taiwan was, really. After going there, it really just made me catch the bug for wanting to learn more about the world and wanting to travel and get stamps on my passport.
Because I don't think you can truly understand anything without being there, without being in that environment, without breathing the air, touching sand.
When they come back, they're like a different person. They're much more mature. They're much more aware of what it's like to be from the United States and what our culture is like compared to what culture and what different countries are like. And I think it just makes them a better person for doing that.
It's our duty at the university level to help students develop a more sophisticated understanding of the world that includes these international and local dimensions and their interactions.
I think awareness is key. I think knowing that there's a study abroad office on campus, that there are resources that are available.
Internationalization is something that we're moving more and more toward. And if we don't do everything that we can possibly do to get our students to grow in this area, to appreciate it, I think that's just a real loss for us.
I feel myself that I've grown over years and started to accept few things initially which were unacceptable for me, and now it's like, hey, it's okay, it's a way of life. And
getting this experience kind of changes the way you look at everything else, because you get to meet new people, different people. Unless you travel the world, you won't get to see that, because you'll be stuck in a bubble back at home.
How else do you learn if you're not confronted with something that's different? Otherwise, there's no learning, there's no growing.
If I didn't come here, I would have missed a lot. There's a lot of things that happened for me here that, as I said, shaped my personality and made me the person who I am right now.